Hi kids, hope everybody is fine at home. And in previous session, we had started 14C but we couldn't complete it. And I had given you few sums for homework. Hope everybody has got them. Otherwise, you can see the PDF notes. If you have not got it, you can refer and then solve it by yourself. So in today's session, let us continue with exercise 14C. So we have to start from the 13th sum, that is first main 13th one. Let us see. Like first main 13th one. It's 9x plus 7 by 2 minus x minus 2 by 7 equals to 36. So we have got the equation like this. Now we have got a bracket. So let us solve the bracket. So in the bracket we have got x is single and minus x minus 2 by 7. So now we can take the LCM or just you can cross multiply the 7 to x. And this 9x plus 7 I am going to keep it as it is. And now here I am going to solve what is there in the bracket first. So here we have 7 into x as 7x minus x minus 2 by 7 equals to 36. See, I have taken a bracket because we have got a minus sign outside the bracket. And now this term I am going to write again as it is minus, so it's 7x. And when I open the bracket, it becomes minus x plus 2 by 7 equals to 36. Now we have 9x plus 7 as it is minus. So here we have 7x minus x. What is 7x minus x? It is 6x plus 2 by 7 equals to 36. Now I will continue the sum that side. So we have 9x plus 7 by 2 minus 6x plus 2 by 7 equals to 36. Now you know how to solve this type of fraction sums. So we will take the LCM of the denominators 2 and 7. So what will be the LCM of 2 and 7? It will be 14. So LCM of 2 and 7 is 14. Now I will write the common denominator 14 for both. So here 2 odd is 14. 2 sevens is 14 and 7 twos is 14. I will multiply 2 here and it is equal to 36. So 9x plus 7 into 7 we have to multiply. So 9x into 7 will be 63x plus 49 minus 6x into 2 will be 12x minus 2 twos will be 4. Now let us combine the like terms and solve them. So here we have got 63x minus 12x. So we have 51x. Because 63 minus 12 is 51, then 49 minus 4, so it will be 45 divided by 14 equals to 36. Now we will cross multiply this. So what we get? 51x plus 45 equals to, now 14 6 is 84, then 84 8 I carry, 14 3 is 42. Then 42 plus 8 will be 50. So we get 504 and now 51x equals to 504 minus 45. So 51x equals to 14 minus 5 is 9 and here as we have borrowed 1, 9 will be left. 9 minus 4 is 5 and we have borrowed so it will be 4. So it becomes 459. So x is equal to 459 divided by 51. So 51 ones are 51 nines are. Therefore x value is 9. So I will explain it once again. Look at the board. So we had 9x plus 7 by 2 minus x minus 2 by 7 equals to 36. So here I have kept these terms as it is and here I have cross multiplied that 7 to x, so it becomes 7x minus x minus 2 by 7 equals to 36. Then here again I have opened the bracket, then I have kept these terms as it is and here I have solved. 7x minus x will be 6x plus 2 by 7 equals to 36. Then here I have got the terms like this. I have taken the LCM of 2 and 7. I have got 14. Then 2 sevens and 7 twos are 14. I have multiplied 7 and 2 to the numbers there. After multiplying, I have got 63x plus 49 minus 12x minus 4 equals to 36 by 14. And then when we have solved using the like terms, we have got 15x plus 45 by 14 equals to 36. Then I have cross multiplied then. So 14 and 36 have cross multiplied. So it will be 51x equals to 504 minus 45. So I get 51x equals to 459 and x equals to 459 divided by 51. So we get x equals to 9. So we have completed the 13th sum. So this 14th one I will give you as homework. So I will do the word problem now, that is second one. So first main all the sums we have completed. 14th one I have given you as a homework. Now let us begin the word problems. So I will begin the second word problem. So read the question properly. After 12 years, see the statement what they have given. After 12 years, I shall be 3 times as old as I was 4 years ago. 4 years ago you are hearing for the first time, isn't it, in these word problems? So after 12 years means, now for example we have to take his present age first. Now if you have taken his present age first, so you will come to know after 12 years how much he will be. So if you have taken present age as A, so after 12 years it will be A plus 12, and now he has told after 12 years how much he will be, 3 times as old as I was 4 years ago. So if his present age was x, 4 years ago it will be A minus 4. Now let us begin with the equation. So second one, let the present age be x years. So after 12 years, so it will be plus 12. 4 years ago as I have told you, so you have to take x minus 4. Now here as they have told you after 12 years, so it will be x plus 12. Got? After 12 years means it will be x plus 12. After 12 years how much he will be? 3 times as old as I was 4 years ago. So his age is x, 4 years ago means minus 4. So we have to take x minus 4 here. See, after 12 years he will be 3 times as old as I was 4 years ago. So we have got the equation like this. Now let us solve it. So here we have got x plus 12, I will write it as it is. And now here we have got 3 into x minus 4, so let us multiply them. So 3 into x will be 3x minus 3 into 4 will be 12. Now I will shift the variables on one side, I get x minus 3x and here I have minus 12, and when I shift there it becomes minus 12. Now what is x minus 3x? X minus 3x is minus 2x and minus 12 will be minus 24. As both the sides it is having minus sign, I will cancel it. So x will be 24 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2 12s are. Therefore his present age is 12 years. Therefore present age is 12 years. Shh. Then third sum. A man sold an article for 396. So he is selling an article for 396 and gained 10% on it. So when he sells that article, he is gaining 10% profit on it, and you need to find the cost price of the article. So his selling price is 396 and he has gained 10%. So here we don't know the cost price, so we will assume the cost price as some variable. And then what is the formula to find a selling price when cost price is given? So selling price is equal to 100 plus profit percent or gain percent divided by 100 into cost price. So here we have to apply the formula of selling price. So let us begin with the third sum. So third sum they have given you the selling price. Selling price is 396 and then we have gain. How much is the gain? 10%. And what is the cost price? Let the cost price be rupees x. So let us assume that cost price be x. Now we have to use a selling price formula to find the cost price. So what is the formula of selling price? 100 plus gain percent by 100 into Cp. This is the formula. Now let us substitute all the values into this formula. So here we have 100 plus, what's the gain percent? 10 divided by 100 into, what is your Cp? So Cp we have taken as x. And what is the selling price? Selling price is 396. So I'll write that here. Got what we have done? This is the formula. You have got this in the 8th chapter. So you have got the formula of selling price. So when we go through that, I'll explain. Now let us continue with the sum here. So we have 396. So what I'll do is, I'll cross multiply this 100 here. So when I cross multiply the 100 there, it becomes into 100 equals to 110 into x. Because here I have added 100 plus 10, I have got 110 there into x. Now let us simplify this. So x value we want, so I'll write like this only. I'll not multiply it, I'll just keep it like that so that it will be easy for us to simplify. So here I have brought this 110 down, so 0 0 gets cancelled. I'll simplify this with 11. 11 1s are, 11 3s is 33, so 6 will be left, it becomes 66. 11 6s is 66. Now therefore x value how much we get? Here we have got 36 and here we have got 10. So 36 into 10 will be 360 rupees. So what is the cost price? 360 rupees. They have told us to find the cost price. Therefore cost price of the article is rupees 360. See, he had bought the article for 360 and he has sold it for 396. So he has a gain of 10%. Got it? So let's move on to the next one. So fourth sum. The sum of two numbers is 4500. So there are two numbers and when you add them it will be 4500. Now if 10% of one number is 12.5% of the other, find the numbers. So we don't know what numbers they are, but when you add them the total is 4500. Now let us take the numbers. Let us assume the numbers. We have to assume different numbers. We cannot assume the same letter. Let us assume different variables here. So this is the fourth one. Let the numbers be x and y. So I have assumed the numbers be x and y. So what they have told you? 10% of one number. So we will take 10% of x is equal to 12.5% of the other they have told. So it's 12.5% of y. So we have to simplify this now. So let us convert this into fraction. So what is 10%? It will be 10 by 100 of means multiplication into x equals to 12.5 by 100 into y. Now in yesterday's session I have told you cancellation law, isn't it? So here as we have got equal to sign and both the sides as we have got 100, we can cancel them. So what is left? 10x is equal to 12.5y. Now what I can do is, here I can find the value of any one of the variable. See here we have got 10x equals to 12.5y. So what I'll do is, I'll find the value of the variable x. So x is equal to, what I'll do is 12.5 by 10 equals to y, like this. So x value will be how much? 12.5 by 10 equals to by 10 into y. So this will be the value of x. So let us consider this as 1. Got. Now as they have told you sum of two numbers will be 4500, I'll write that. So here x plus y is equal to 4500, isn't it? As they have told you sum of two numbers is 4500. So this will be equation 2. Now see here when we have solved this, we have got the value of x here. X is equal to 12.5 by 10 into y. Now what we can do is, in place of x we can put that value. So let us substitute it. Substituting the value of x in equation 2. So value of x we have got in equation 1, we will substitute that value into equation number 2. So x plus y equals to 4500. Got. Now x value is how much? 12.5 by 10 into y plus y equals to 4500. Got. Now you can see these both are same variables, so we can add them. But to add, we have got a fraction here, that is 10, so I will cross multiply it. So I get 12.5y plus 10y by 10 equals to 4500. Hope everybody has understood till here. So what we have taken? We have taken two different numbers, that is x and y. Then as they have told you, one number is 10% of x, like 10% of x is equal to 12.5% of the other they have told. So we have taken their y. And now this 10% I have converted into fraction of means multiplication into x equals to, again this also I have converted into fraction into y. Then as it has got 100 on both the sides, I have simplified it. So I have got 10x equals to 12.5y. Then here I have got the value of x. So x equals to 12.5 by 10 into y we have got. And then as they have told you, sum of two numbers is 4500, I have taken it like this. And then I have substituted the value of x into this equation. Now let us continue the sum here. Hope everybody has written this. Now, so here we have got 12.5y plus 10y. So what is 12.5 plus 10? It will be 22.5y equals to 4500 into 10. I will cross multiply this 10. So here we have 22.5y equals to 45123. Because here we have got two zeros and one zero, I have multiplied it, so I have got 45,000 here. Now let us simplify it. So y is equal to 45,000 divided by 22.5. So now I will shift this point. When I shift the point, after point I have got one number, as this is a whole number, I will add one zero here. Got it? So here y is equal to, as we know, 22.5 is half of 45. So 225 into 2 will be 450. So here 225 ones are, 225 twos are is 450, and these three zeros I am putting here. Now we have got the value of y as 2000. So we got the value of y as 2000, but we have got the value of x also, but it is not in correct way. It's having y also with it. Now let us find the value of x. So how do you find the value of x? So what we can do is, we can substitute the value of y in equation 2 and we can get the value of x. So what we'll do? Substituting value of y in equation 2. So what's the equation 2? X plus y is equal to 4500. Now what's the value of y we have got? We have got 2000. So y, so x plus 2000 equals to 4500. So x is equal to 4500 minus 2000. Therefore x is equal to 2500. Got it? How to solve? This is bit a lengthier sum. So practice these sums a lot. So let's move on to the fifth one. The sum of two numbers is 405 and their ratio is 8:7. Find the numbers. So here we have got two numbers and sum of the numbers is 405. So when you add those numbers, it's 405 and they have given the ratio. What's the ratio given there? 8:7. So here they have asked you to find the numbers. There are many ways to solve these sums. Either you can do it in the ratio form, or what you can do is, you can do it like how we take like ratio, that is 8/7, like that also you can do. So here you have learned the ratio method, so I will explain this sum in that method. We will take let the numbers be or you can do it like how we have done in the fourth main. You can take two different numbers and you can solve it. So fifth one, so we'll take let the numbers be x and y. So here I have taken let the numbers be x and y. So what they have told you, when you add these two numbers, that is x plus y, when you add, you will get 405. Got? And their ratio is 8:7. They have told you, they have asked you to find the numbers. Now let the ratio of the given numbers be 8x and 7x will take. Now we'll find the sum of the ratio. What is sum of the ratio? Sum of the ratio is equal to, what's the ratio given here? 8x and 7x. So let us add, so 8x plus 7x is equal to 15x. So here we have taken two different numbers, but as they had given you ratio as 8x and 7x, so we'll take it as 8x plus 7x. We have found out the sum of the ratio, that is 8x and 7x, so I have added them, so I get 8x plus 7x as 15x. Now what we'll do is each number, now here there are two numbers given in the ratio, each number will divide by 15x, and what is the total what we have to get, that is 405, we'll divide it. Now first number, let the first number be, first number is equal to, so 8x, our first number was 8x what they had given, and here the sum is 15x, and what is the amount? It's 405. Now x gets cancelled, let us divide this 405 by 15. So 15 ones are, now here we have 405, so it's 15 twos are 30, so 10 will be left, that means it is 105, 15 sevens are is 105. Now we will multiply this 27 and 8. What is 27 8s are? So 8 sevens is 56, then 8 twos are 16, 16 plus 5 is 21. So our first number will be 216. Now let us find the second number. Second number. So second number is 7x as they have given you, and our total is 15x and the amount is 405. So x gets cancelled here, 15 ones are 15, 27s are. Now let us multiply this 7 and 27. We get 7 sevens are 49, 7 twos are 14 plus 4, it will be 18. So it is 189. So here the two numbers are 216 and 189. So when you add these both, you will get 405. Understood? Now let us move on to the sixth one. The ages of A and B are in the ratio 7:5. 10 years hence, the ratio of their ages will be 9:7. Find their present ages. So let us solve this sixth sum. So what is the ratio of their ages of A and B? They have given you 7:5. Then 10 years hence means after 10 years, what will be their age? So to each number we need to add 10, 10, and the ratio of their ages will be 9:7. So first ratio of the present ages will take, that is of A and B, 7:5. Now, so here let the age of A be 7 years. So we will start solving it. Sixth one, ratio of the ages of A and B is 7:5. Now 10 years hence they have told, so we'll take their ages. Let A's age be, let A's age be 7x years and B's age be 5x years. So you have taken A's age be 7x years and B's age be 5x years. Now after 10 years they have told you, so let us add 10 to both. So 10 years hence, so A's age will be how much? A's age will be 7x plus 10 and B's age will be how much? 5x plus 10 will be, and they have told the ratio of their ages will be 9:7. Find their present ages. So now let us write the equation. As they have given the ratio form, we will write it like this: 7x plus 10 divided by 5x plus 10 equals to 9/7. Now you people know how to solve this. So let us cross multiply these. So here we have got 7x into 10. So 7 into 7x plus 10 equals to 9 into 5x plus 10. So I have cross multiplied, and now let us multiply the numbers. So I will continue here. So we get 49x plus 70 equals to 45x plus 90. So when I multiplied that 7 to 7x plus 10, I have got 49x plus 70, and when I multiplied that 9 to 5x plus 10, I have got 45x plus 90. Now let us solve. So here we have got 49x minus 45x, because 45x I have shifted here, it becomes minus 45x, and here we have got 90 minus 70. So what is 49x minus 45x? It's 4x, and here we have got the difference 20. 90 minus 70 is 20. Now we will take the x value. X value is 20 divided by 4. So it's 4 ones are 4 5s are. Therefore x value is 5. So what we have got the value of x as 5. Now let us find their present ages. So what is the age? A's age? A's age is 7x. Original is 7x. So it's 7 into 5, that is 35 years, and B's age. So we have 8x, sorry 5x. So it's 5 into 5, that is 25 years. Got? So we have done the sixth one. Now let us move on to the seventh one. So seventh one they have given you, find the number whose double is greater than its half. Find the number whose double is greater than its half, they have told you. So let us find the seventh one. So let us assume a number first. So what you will take a number, you can take any of the variable. So I will take as A. Now if the number is A, which sum it is, seventh one, let the number be A, I have taken. Find the number whose double, double means what? So we have taken the number A, so double of it, it will be 2A. Is 45 greater than its half? 45 greater than its half means, so double of that number means it will be 2A. And it's 45 greater than its half means of this half of the number. Got it? Double the number and half of the number, which is equal to 45. So we have to solve this equation now. So here let us cross multiply. So 2A into 2A, 2 will be 4A. Here we get minus A by 2 equals to 45. Now what is 4A minus A? 4A minus A is 3A, and here we have 2 into 45. 45 2s are will be 90. I will write it here. So 3A equals to 90. So what will be the value of A? A is equal to 90 divided by 3. So 3 ones are 3 30s are. Therefore A value is 30. Got it? So here we have taken let the number be A, and they have told you find the number whose double is greater than, is 45 greater than its half. So half of the number we have taken, double the number 45, it's greater, that smaller number is greater by 45 they have told you. So 2A minus A by 2 equals to 45 we have taken. We have solved it. Then after solving, we have got a equals to 30. If you want, I will show the verification. So here we have got 2a. 2a means it will be 60 minus. So we have here 30. What is 30 by 2? So 60 minus 15. What is 60 minus 15? It's 45. Got it? Now here 8th, 9th, 10th sum is there. For that, what I'll do is, I'll just give you the equation, you people solve it. Got? That will be for homework. So I'll just give you the equation. I'll explain, I'll give the equation, you people solve it. So 8th one, the difference between the squares of two consecutive numbers is 31. Find the numbers. So this type of sum we have done in 14b. So here the difference between the squares of two consecutive numbers. So let the consecutive numbers be. I am just telling you orally. You people have to frame it and solve. So 8th one, I am just writing the equation. Difference as they have told you. So the first number will be x plus 1 the whole square minus x square equals to 31. So you people have to write all the introduction. Let the number be x, let the consecutive numbers be x and x plus 1, and difference you will write, and then you need to solve it. Next, 9th one. Find a number such that when 5 is subtracted from 5 times a number, the result is 4 more than twice the number. So let us assume the number. So if you take it as x, now find a number which when 5 is subtracted from 5 times the number. 5 times the number means we have taken x as a number, so it will be 5x. Then 5 when it is subtracted from that, so it will become 5x minus 5. 5x minus 5, and the result means after equal to 4 more than twice the number. So our number is x, twice the number will be 2x plus 4. Got? So our equation is 5x minus 5 equals to 2x plus 4. Now next, 10th one. Here they have told you the numerator of a fraction is, so here we have got denominator and numerator. So the numerator of a fraction is 5 less than its denominator. So what's the denominator? We don't know what's the denominator, so you assume denominator first. So I'm writing in the short form, let denominator be x. So if you assume the denominator first, we'll get the numerator. The numerator of a fraction is 5 less than its denominator. So as our denominator is x, numerator will be x minus 5 by x. Then if 3 is added to the numerator and denominator both. So here we need to add 3 to both numerator and denominator. Then the fraction becomes 4 by 5. Find the original fraction they have told you. So you have to solve. So when you simplify this, you get x minus 2 by x plus 3 equals to 4 by 5. Then find the value of x and the original fraction. So it's for homework. See, I have written. It's today's homework. I have written the equation. You have to just solve it by writing the introduction, like how we take let the number be a, x or whatever it is. You have to begin with that, and then you have to solve this. So we have completed our algebra portion. In the next session, I will begin with the geometry, and you have to make a geometry notes. You have to write all those notes in the geometry fair book only. Thank you. Let's meet in the next session.